Dorothy here at Done by Dorothy, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are here today. We are working on basically our roses journal, I guess is what I've sort of coined it in my head. It is a collaboration between Done by Dorothy, which is myself, and Katie over at Bell Creativa Designs. I deal with designing digitals, and a link to all of my digitals is in the description box below. And the ones that we're working with are the Ghostly Rose kits that I have designed. Again, all the links are in the description box. And we are working with the SVG journal pack that Katie at Bell Creativa has designed. And there is just a ton of things that you can do with this kit. If you work and you make journals, this is excellent. Again, SVG, scalable vector graphics. There's pockets and tucks and file folders and Rolodex cards and tickets. Oh, well, there's not tucks, but there's slot pockets and library pockets and bags and all of that. So just a ton of things that you can use within your journal. If you do not have an SVG cutting machine like a Cricut, a Silhouette, a Brother Scan and Cut, all of those, Katie has also designed a printable template where you will just print it out on like cardstock or whatever you want to use as your template, and then you'll just trace around it and cut out. So again, you know, there's options there for everyone. So let me put this to the side for right now. And we are working again on our topper. We started our topper yesterday. If you remember, we have our front pocket, which we still have to make our inserts for. We have our cute little bag with our label. And again, we've got our pocket back here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. So we're working on putting all this stuff together. So that is what we are doing today. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my Rolodex card here together. I meant to refill my glue bottle and I didn't. But hopefully it'll make it through without a problem. We'll see. And again, I'm just going to glue this on, and this will be, it'll go right on there, which is the awesome thing with working with SVGs. There's no second guessing, did I get it even? It's very, very well made. Then they go together just perfectly. So, okay, so let me put that to the side. So we've got this side. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over, work on our back. We've got it matted, but not quite decorated. I wanted to use one of the slot pockets here on the middle because I just think that would be a good place for it to be. So I'm going to glue this down. And I mean, there's not a lot to gluing. And then we'll get to decorating. And I know I don't know exactly how many more videos that Katie's got. I know I've got several left to do. And then we will get it finished. Here we go. And then we're going to glue our slot pocket down. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Again, if you glue your pockets closed, it will not work. You grab things and glue out of habit. So I'm going to glue right around the edges. Now you can keep these open where you have all the pockets, or you can go, you know, at the base, like here we did down here at the bottom. You could go at the bottom here, right at the top, and that would make you a very small slot, but I want to leave them all open so I can fit some larger and smaller things in there. And then I'm just going to sort of shimmy it there until I get it around the center. There we go. Works for me. There we go. And then we will do a little bit of decorating there. Let that dry a little bit. I do have a few things I'm going to stick in there. I have this small envelope, and I think I got it in a Happy Mail. It's really cool. It's they've printed on vellum. This is actually turned the wrong way around. They've made just a little bitty tuck and a little bitty envelope. You'll see the envelope has got leaves and stuff on it, so I thought it fit very well with this. So I'm just gonna tuck that in there and have this tiny tag. Excuse me, my throat is getting all crazy again. And in our printables that we had, we have this one with the double rose on here, and I absolutely love this set of roses. So I'm going to cut it out. There we go. Okay. Trim it up here just a little bit. Okay, then I want to just roughly, I'm going to tear around the edges, which I could have done before I trimmed it, but I find it easier, like the less amount of area that I have to go around. I just think it makes it easier. So I'm just going to tear this around. Now I'm not going to ink this because there's so much dark in here that, you know, I sort of want to highlight that part. And then I have a little piece of my music sheet. I'm going to throw it down here. Do you think I'm going to put it upwards? I'm sorry if I'm going to sneeze because I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not sure. Excuse me. And yes, I could edit that out, but I probably won't. So if you hear me sneeze, I apologize. Okay. I'm just going to put this sort of off the side. And then I'm just going to wrap this around and glue it onto the back. It's not going to really be in the way back there. And I apologize for yesterday. I didn't realize till after I was looking at the video, I recorded a lot of it off the edge of the desk. I'm not sure why. It's sort of weird for me, but okay. And I'm going to glue this right here. And right before I do that, I'm going to pull one of Katie's tickets. There's a strip of 5, and she's actually went and used small dots on the end of it. Well, dots, circles at the end is what the hair on the way. I'm sorry. She's used, so when you pull, it actually does that perforated edge. So I'm going to sort of tuck the flat edge, the straight edge there, and have the ticket bopping out the side there, right like that. Put a little bit more glue over here because, oh, let's see. There we go. There we go. So just, you know, the little bit that's on there, I am going to cut this string off the end. And I'll keep that to the side because I may be able to use that for something. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of my ribbon that I've been using. Let me put my top back on my glue. Let me go up from behind. There we go. Wrap it around. Pull. And we just have a cute little tiny tag there. Not a lot to it, but see, I like how the white sort of stands out so much from the dark. So we've got that in there and that there. Okay. I'm going to slide this, if I can get it in there. There we go. Down. Oh, I don't know. Do I really? Yeah. No, I don't think I want to put that there. I think I want to. I think that would look Actually, that would look really cool in there because it sort of how it plays against that background. So I am going to grab my crocodile here. Let's see, okay. And me just looking for my jar that has all my little pieces in it. I don't know if I moved it. Well, I have my smaller ones here. That'll work. I'll just use my smaller ones. And I'm just going to put a ribbon in the top corner. Get my grommet pushed through there. There we go. Move here and push down, and I always push it down twice. There we go. And I'm going to pull another one of my pieces of ribbon off and slide through there just to add a little decoration. And I sort of want to leave this empty because I think this would be really cute to put a photo on. So that's going to slide in there. I'll leave my little ribbon off the top so that we got that there. Okay. Now over here, I actually we have this little piece of the rose that we did, and I'm grab my pinking shears here. And I've actually got some pieces of some notebook paper that I've dyed. I actually dyed using grass, and I'll tell you really fast how I did that. What I did is I didn't use that. I actually used grass. I used different leaves, and I put them through my blender and with some water, and just like some cold water, about a cup and a half of cold water in my blender, and a big huge handful of leaves, and just pulverized them till they were liquid. When they became liquid, I pour them into and 10 by 14 baking dish, sort of the deep sides like you would do a cake in. I poured in there, and then I boiled water, and I added boiled water with it, and then I dipped my paper in there and just let it lay for a little bit. Then I picked it up and put them on my baking sheets and baked them. So I got this really cool natural, and some of them are really dark, like that one came out really dark. But yeah, so it was actually made with leaves, so it goes right along with my roses. So I'm going to trim this right here, but I thought I would do that. So you literally can use anything to create with. Okay, let me grab my stapler. I just moved everything around, sorting and organizing, and now I can't find anything. Well, I'll just use my standard stapler, but normally I would use but I'm covering it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, and I'm just going to staple. Oh, that one. There we go. It didn't work really great. Okay. There we go. So I'm just going to staple it in 2 places across the top. And it's not going to matter after that because I'm actually gluing this across the top. Right like that. And I did it about halfway. And I did leave a little bit over the edge, so make sure I line that up. Turn this over so I can sort of see if it's even. And glue it down. Then I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to very carefully finger fold it around to the back. Grab my glue. Glue on the back. Fold it over and hold it. Oh. Allergy season. It seems to be in the air. Okay. Then once I do that, I'm just going to trim this up just to make sure that, you know, they're the even and not. Okay. So we have that. Then I'm going to, and you can tell I didn't fold it in half. It's close. And I'm going to glue this really good. And you wouldn't necessarily have to put this across the back. I had it extra, so. And then I'm going to put it, actually let's put it over here. Then I'm going to put it over here and I'm just going to line it up. It is a little bit wider, but I really don't care if it sticks out a little bit on the edge. Make sure I have it even here, and I don't. So I'm glad I picked it up and looked. There we go. Let me hold it in there so it's secure. So we'll have a little notebook in our topper, which is so cute. Little area to record everything in. Okay. So that, we've got a little page here, and then we have this. And on this one, what do we want to use? Maybe a little seed pack. Don't know. Hold on, mommy. Let me look and see what we have. Oh, let's see. Maybe we need to put just a journaling spot. Just an open journaling spot here. So let's grab, you know what, since we've got that green there, let me grab another piece of that. Actually, you know what? I had another little notebook I ended up tearing off, but it is made out of the same grass. So I'm actually going to tear the edges. I think just on the sides, and maybe do 2 different ones on there. That'll give 2 different little journaling spots on me. I like the roughed effect. So let's put this one over here, this one here, and that'll give us a little journaling spot over there. I don't want to take up, you know, I mean, you can put everything and fill every space up and all that, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for journaling. And when it comes down to it, that's what these are, is journals. So, okay, let's put this one towards over here. And we'll put this one down here. And this one to this side. Let's put it about right there. Okay, then let's find a little label to go on there. Yeah, that might be really cool looking. See, that would work there because it's big. But let's go back to our little green labels that we were using earlier because I really liked the way that it looked. A little bit bigger. Let's I've got a scrap of doily over here, so let's see what we can do with it. Let's pull that off. Let's pull this off. Let's over here. some glue along there. And I'll just stick this doily hanging off the edge. We'll rip that in a minute so it doesn't look so uniform. And then the other one we'll put up here in the corner. That doesn't look so bad. Let's see. I don't like when it looks all straight and even, like it's been cut. So let's see if we can glue these together. Little scraps. Why throw away anything if we don't have to? There we go. And then we'll just stick these up. Pulling little straight edges off. Put a little glue here. Stick these right up here in the corner. Okay. Put that over here. Let me find a piece of let's not use music page. Let's use some text page. I think I've got an extra little piece over here. So let's see. Let's tear the solid part off. Yep, I think it will work. Okay, we've got that. Let's see what else we can find. Well, here's the other part of that doily, so maybe we can just, let's tear this part off. I'm just going to put some across there, just enough to attach it. And we'll just hide it up in here. There we go. Let's add a little bit more on the back of this now that I know where we're putting it. We go right like that. And then right there. And that'll leave quite a bit of space for journaling on both of those where you can write a little bit. Or do we want to put it over here? Actually, I think I like it over here better. I think it just sort of offsets better. So I'm gonna just throw a little bit on there and be ready to go. There we go. Let's put this over here. I'm gonna leave a little bit hanging over the edge because I think that'd look really cool hanging out the edge of our topper. There we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue back here on these flowers because they tend to be sort of fragile, and I don't want them to get like hooked up on something and ripped off in the middle of whatever. And I put it on there crooked. You guys didn't see that, did you? So much for being fragile, huh? Okay, let's see. There we go. Just glued back down while some of it's still wet. There we go. This we just put down. So this we can cover again. You guys didn't see that, did you? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. And then let's see what if we have. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I had. I got some stamps. Let's see if I have a burgundy or a dark stamp that will. What is that? Oh, that would be pretty. That does sort of have some of the burgundy in there. Let's see what that would. It does sort of have the yellow in there. A little too bright, maybe. I don't know. We'll set that out for a second. Ooh, that one's like works perfectly. Okay, we'll leave that out. We'll use that in a second. Let me see. Just another little. That one might work. Excuse me. There's one. We'll just pull out a couple of different ones that'll work. Wait a minute. Here's one that doesn't have a lot of paper attached to it. It's the same. It's just a different tone. And there's my clock. Always. Let's see. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with those. This I think would be too bright. How about we just use this little bitty one here? Sort of put in the corner. Oops. I think that one. I don't think I want to use that one there. That doesn't look bad though. But I think I'll save that. I'll put this over here. And just sort of put it where it joins everything together. Okay, so this is done. We do need some more of our ephemera to put in here. I do want to put, let me see. I have my little strip of tickets here. So glue these down. I think I may actually do this in 2 sets of 2, which is really weird because I tend to do things in odd numbers. And these will look great. I was thinking we could put 2 back here and 2 onto the front. There we go. And then we can find the hole. There it is. Where she put those little, there's those little circles I was talking about. If you can hopefully, well, let me see, put something white to the back of it. You'll probably see it better. There you go. You can see the little holes in there, right there, in between the tickets. So when you pull it, it does a really cool perforated edge. So we'll put these in here. It's just sticking up. And then I wanted to put some here sticking up, just sort of, it ties that in together. Now, I do have some tiny postcards. Excuse me, my nose just is, I hate allergies. There we go. And then I think I actually use the yellow because we haven't used a lot of yellow. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Over here. So I'm going to find my piece that goes back here. I think it's this one. Yep. That goes on there. And we'll probably, I'm not sure. I keep going, I'm sorry, my neighbors are mowing and it's very distracting. Hopefully you guys can't hear it too loud. It doesn't bother you too much. So we're going to put this back here. But everybody's mowing because it's supposed to start raining, and when it starts raining, it's going to keep raining for a while. So I think I'll actually do the gray one. Maybe not. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't like either one of those. Give me a second. I'm looking through all of my digital ephemera pages that I have. I know there's one that has, there's one, yes. Those might be cute. I was thinking maybe, I don't know. I don't really like those either. Okay, let's put some text on here and maybe we'll use another stamp since it's on a different section. Or you know what, let's use some vintage music sheet because this will go on the front. Yep. So I think we'll finish up the little bit of ephemera we're working on now, and then the next segment we'll have this one there. And I think I'm going to use another little piece of my fabric that I have. And I'm going to use it down here where all the text is instead of that, although I'm not sure the whole center part was pretty funny. And I think I'm going to actually use that one because I like the way it looks with. And these are actually Dutch. These stickers are, or stickers, stamps. Oh, you know what? Speaking of stickers, I'm going to use this little excess I had of the ticket where we used it on that one card. And I'm just going to pull up my little fabric here and tuck it right under there, sort of stuck out of there. I feel like I want to put something that sort of covers that up. I don't really. Well, I don't want to do that. Let's see. These are my vintage book pages. There it is. Oh, I mean, right at the end of my glue. Well, we may have to. There. We'll glue this. Oops. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this onto the back. Just I could trim it, but it doesn't really bother me, and we're going to be tucking it in, so it'll give it a little bit more. This will come over to here, so I'll decorate it a little bit. There we go. Put that up. And then I don't like to throw anything away, so I'm going to go ahead and use this book page that I have here that just happens to like sort of pretty much fit perfectly, which is crazy. I'm actually going to put it this way and go ahead and put that on there since I have it. Then I'll just add a little bit on the back. We might throw a little bit more on there just to sort of decorate it up, since it's going to be since it like fits almost perfectly, it's almost like it was made to go there, so I can't not put it there. Let me put a little glue on the edge here because I don't want it to come undone. Work fast. Just trying to use up some of these random little scraps that I have laying here on my desk, because then they don't go to waste. I'm just going to grab the little piece of doily that's left that really doesn't add up to a whole lot of nothing. I'll just put it right there, just to add a little bit of something. Let's see, what else do I have here? I'm looking at all the scraps I've got. I got this little piece of music page. I think I'm going to put it on there. It has the title and the number of the... So just go ahead and throw that on there. And these are just the scraps that's laying around my desk, so it's not like it's not really bothering anything. And then I have this little scrap, so I was thinking I would put it across here. Stop. And across here. Oops. Move it over a little bit. Get up off there. And I'm not even going to worry about that. Then it'll just fold over. So our little envelope just sort of, and that's just the scraps that I've had, you know, where I was tearing or whatever that was laying around my desk. I'm going to go ahead and sort of tear those little nibs off here on the edge. Okay. And then I'm going to grab, let's see what I want to do. Coffee dyed paper. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these down and trim those, and then they can slide down. I have paper glued to me, so please excuse my fingers. Getting to the end. I can feel it coming. And this will just, give it a little bit more support because I printed it on just standard I think this was actually 20, maybe 20 or 20, yeah, maybe 20. I think this is 20-pound paper. Normally I use 24 or 28, but I just happened to, when I was printing these, I was printing them out to display and then ended up deciding to use them because I realized I'd already had another set in my file. So and these are just the mini postcards. There we go. And those will slide down in there just fine. So have our little inserts in there. And I actually think I'm just going to leave them sort of stuck out in the little, oh, I don't know, I guess I could close it. And let's see, we're going to put it back here with this in their pocket, because that'll give us a little bit of different height. So there's that. We got to take it here. I wanted to do a, we could do that real fast. Let me find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I wanted to do a Rolodex on that, and so decorate it up. My glue will hold up. We'll see. If it doesn't, then you guys will get to see it. And I always like try to cover the part of the name up. That's just what I do. Let's see. We have that. I wanted to use part of the Romancing Rosie marble paper on this. Love the way it turned out. It's one of my favorites. We're going into, now I always try to leave the back open for journaling, because you know, it's just more of a line. Let me grab some text paper. Grab a little piece of vintage music sheet. And I'm just layering these up. There is no rhyme or reason. I have somebody ask me, why did you put that on there? Well, you know, I'm just layering it up. Just adding layers to it. Oh, this had Just As I Am on it. That's an old hymn. And let's see, I'll put this right here. So we're just layered. All I did was glue those papers on there, and look how that already looks so good. Then I want to put a little piece of this on there, but I don't want to put the whole piece because I think the whole piece is too big. And this is just a scrap that I had left over. And come on. There we go. I'm just going to put some down there. And this is not any certain amount, just randomly throwing it down there. And I think I'm going to put this in a diamond shape, like that. And then I wanted to use this. So it's sort of a monochromatic, except for that color. But I think I want a little bit of green. Something green. Oh, you know what? Let's find one of the labels. I love these little green labels. These, again, were Tracy Fox vintage style plain labels from Love Junk Journals. Let's see. One Night So Bright. I don't know. I really like. Let's see if I have some that don't have that green on them like that. I like that better. Okay. So let's put that out to the side. And then put that right there. So it sort of overlaps. And this has, these are vintage stamps. But it actually has like the old vintage envelope left on it, which I absolutely love. I think I want a little bit of the label peeking out at the side there. I'll just overlap it right like that. There we go. And then we've got the back side that's done, and that can slide in there. Actually, let's put it, let me add a little glue right there so that's not going to catch and rip off. There we go. We'll sort of put that in there like that. There we go. And we got our tickets in there. Let's just tuck our little tickets back here behind this, because it'll stick out above it. There we go. So there's what the front of it ended up looking like. So we still have to do our tag here and our tucks. But we have more inserts that we have to do for our pockets. So that's going to be a complete different video, all the inserts like that. But I wanted to get at least most of this. So we have our tucks here and here. Our little pocket, which looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the stacked up look that it has. Then you've got your two little journaling spots. We do have this stuff here, but again, that falls into inserts, and we'll be doing some of those. And our little notepad, because I mean, I have some of these, so it's just going to be a matter of figuring out how I want to decorate them and that type of thing. Like this would look really cute with just we can do that real fast. Let me. And I'm just going to eyeball the center. Oh, I need that still. Woohoo! Silly me. Grab a grommet. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying this collaboration between done by Dorothy and Bell Creativa. Me and Katie have had a blast doing it for you guys. And then I'm going to squeeze twice. Once. Woohoo. Put it back under. And squeeze again. I'm going to put a little ribbon. On the back. Okay, let's see what else do I have up here. I thought don't I have one more stamp? Yes, I do. I've got this stamp. So let's see. This scrap of paper. And this paper, let's start with this since it's large, can go in that corner. I can get my glue to cooperate, guys. There we go. That'll sort of cut down on some of that yellow so it's not so bright and bold. Again, let's see. Yep. It goes there. See, we got some of this grungy green, which I really like. So I think I'm going to overlap it in the corner. I loved how this paper came out when I dyed it. And let's see. And if you've never tried that, man, go find something random and just try to dye something with it. It's so cool to do like that, or any flowers or anything like that. It's so fun to do. And then I don't like so much of this white on here, so I'm going to try to, and obviously it's not vintage, but I sort of do like the white on there. I just don't want all of it on there, so I'm trying to, sorry, I was doing it over my trash can, trying to, oops. And this is from Nederland, or the Netherlands, is where this one's from. Let that hang off the side of the page there. And we'll just pile that right up on there. Right like that. And then that just added a little bit of something to it, so it's just not so plain. And I'm actually think I'm going to come back out to the front. I think I'm going to put this here. There we go. That's what adds a more pop of color for this. So it breaks it up a little bit so it's not so monotonous. And then this we will put, let's put it right here with this one. Then we've got 2 more to go. Yep. 2 more tucks to go in there to put stuff in, and we'll have this done. So this is almost completed. Those 2 things to do. And to fill our tags and tucks here, but again, that all falls into inserts. So that is what we're doing today. So this will be the topper on our journal, and I may end up running fabric along here or lace and attaching it to the journal instead of using this front part and sort of cutting this and ripping it down some, just because the way we switched it around. Because as thick as it is, I don't think it's gonna, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to give that some thought about how we're gonna attach it and do that, because it did change a little bit, but not a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice little thick topper on top of our journal, so it'll be sort of nice, something cute. Okay, you guys have a great day. We will be back again tomorrow with another collab video, and we will see you then. Take care, stay healthy and safe, and have a great day.